Hi, I'm Catherine, Certified Nutrition Consultant with Foods That Heal You and Foods That Heal You CBD. And I'm going to talk today about an anti-inflammatory diet because I've had quite a few people asking me now, what is an anti-inflammatory diet? And that's a good question. It's coming up because I've mentioned it in some of my CBD hemp oil videos. And here's why, because one of the primary functions of CBD is to reduce inflammation. So if you want to work with your body and work with the CBD, you're going to want an anti-inflammatory diet and an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. It's going to work with you. If you're consuming CBD to reduce inflammation, pain, anxiety, insomnia, and you're consuming an inflammatory diet, you're working against yourself. So what I'm going to do is a general overview of what an anti-inflammatory diet is, but then I'm going to help you determine, is your diet an anti-inflammatory diet? By listing off some things that contribute, like 10 things that contribute to inflammation. So an anti-inflammatory diet is going to be plant-based, whole food, and it's going to be high in fruits and vegetables. That's the simple answer. The problem, unfortunately, is people have trouble identifying and knowing what to eat. If I tell you to eat fruits and vegetables, you're like, well, I can't live on just fruits and vegetables, right? So the answer to that is I have a 21-day detox program where I put it all together for you. It's anti-inflammatory, it's cleansing, it's quick, simple recipes. You're not going to starve because it's actual meals that are anti-inflammatory, cleansing, they use proper food combining for long term. You'll be able to maintain, and it's only 21 days. Anybody can do something for 21 days, so it really is a great jump start, okay? So if you need guidance on how to implement a plant-based, now that doesn't mean all plants and no meat, that just means primarily plant-based with fruits and vegetables, there's a good variety in there, then that's a great place to start. I have a copy of my book right here, and you can check out my website, foodsthathealyou.com, for that. But let's go ahead and move on to, okay, so let's help you identify, is your diet anti-inflammatory or inflammatory? Because most people are not just eating fruits and vegetables or all plant-based. So here's a couple things to help you identify. So here's a list of some foods and lifestyle things that are going to contribute to inflammation. So what you want to do is you're listening to this video, just keep kind of a checklist or write down what in this list you are consuming. Because if you're consuming these, like I said, you're contributing to inflammation. Number one, animal foods. Okay, so animal foods aren't all bad, but they do contribute to inflammation. It's just a fact. And animal foods they include beef, chicken, any poultry, eggs, dairy, that would be milk, yogurt, ranch dressing, cheese. Those are all going to contribute to inflammation, even if it's low-fat chicken or whatever. It's not all bad. It's just going to contribute to inflammation. So if you do include animal foods in your diet, which I don't recommend if you have something serious going on, I recommend really limiting your animal foods. But if you do, you want to neutralize it with a lot of vegetables. That's how you can neutralize and help your liver process that animal food, okay? All right, number two, processed foods. Processed food is going to be anything in a box or a can. And bread, for example, if you read labels and you see, for example, flour is going to turn into sugar and cause inflammation. If you see words on your label on your processed food box or can that you don't recognize, those are chemicals and they're going to contribute to inflammation. Sodium contributes to inflammation. So processed foods are going to, in general, contribute to inflammation. All right, sugar. Sugar is definitely going to cause inflammation, and that includes alcohol. So if you're drinking wine every night thinking, well, wine's good for you, the studies say it's good for you. Well, I got news for you. There's a lot of different foods that are super high in antioxidants that don't have the side effect of being a sugar that contributes to inflammation, okay? So sugar, refined sugar, alcohol, let's see, what else do we have here? Refined salt. People go to restaurants and they think, well, I'm going to get, you know, a salmon or something that's supposedly low fat or supposed to be healthy for you. But if you look at the sodium is crazy high in all restaurant food. And sodium causes inflammation. It jams up the lymphatic system. That's why you swell up. Your lymphatic system is like the river in your body. And if you consume a lot of sodium and processed foods, your body's gonna swell up because your river turns into a swamp. And now you have pain and inflammation, okay? So there is no such thing as a good restaurant food. Refined carbs, that would include potato chips, bread, grains, pastas, pancakes, crackers. All of these things are refined carbs. There's a difference between a complex carb and a refined carb. Like broccoli is a complex carb. That's super healthy for you. That's actually going to be anti-inflammatory, right? But if you have crackers, cookies, cakes, those are refined carbs. They turn into sugar. So those are some things in your diet that can be contributing to inflammation. And then other things that are going to affect inflammation are going to be undigested food. If you're consuming food and you get gas, bloating, burping, constipation, any of the acid reflux, you're not digesting your food. In fact, if you have any diagnosed health condition, you are not digesting your food. And that undigested food is going to clog up your entire body, which is going to increase inflammation. And over time, you'll end up with toxic overload, which is what actually leads to a lot of disease. Undigested food is the root to so many health problems. It's ridiculous. They say, there's a saying, death begins in the colon, and it's so true. You've got to detox and cleanse out your system. Get that lymphatic system cleaned out. Get your digestive system cleaned out. You will feel so much better. I'm telling you, people go through my 21-day detox, they feel so much better just getting their system cleaned out. I use proper food combining to help you digest your food better. Stress, that's another lifestyle issue that's going to contribute to inflammation. So you definitely want to manage your stress. And I have an entire whole webinar on how to manage stress. That's super critical because stress can work against you like nothing else. 70 to 95% of all diagnosed health conditions are stress related. That's huge. So you definitely want to support your adrenal glands and manage stress. Pretty much any diagnosed health condition contributes, well, you've already got inflammation if you have a diagnosed health condition. So you know that your digestion's not working. So if you're consuming all the right foods and you're not doing any of these things on this checklist here, you're like, well, I'm not eating any of those things. My diet is plant-based. It's high in fruits and vegetables. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink alcohol. I don't eat refined carbs. I don't eat out, whatever. And you're still miserable. You need to focus on your digestion. You need to detox. You need to get the junk out. You need to clean up that lymphatic system, the river that's flowing through your body, and make it nice and pristine clean, and you'll feel good. Get that digestive system unclogged. I mean, if you've got toxic waste in you, you're going to feel miserable. It's just that simple. It's going to contribute to inflammation. So I have my 21-day detox. Here's the little book here. It's on my website, foodsthathealyou.com. I have a video explaining all that, so I won't go into that right now. But that's a quick, easy jumpstart way to an anti-inflammatory diet with simple recipes that are using food combining that will help you digest your food. Another thing you could do is on Amazon, I have my Foods That Heal book. This one's great for learning, and I have like over 50 recipes, but it's not going to be quite as effective as the 21-day detox if you have some kind of health condition. If you're trying to reverse a health condition and heal, you really need to do the 21-day detox so you can clean out your system. Okay, if you have questions, well, you can check out my website, foodsthathealyou.com or foodsthathealyoucbd.com. You can email me at Catherine@foodsthathealyou.com. I would love to help you and answer your questions. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.